Hello, troops. Welcome to the first episode of a series that I am making called Minecraft Lore. Pretty much what I will be doing is going over some of the different mobs, blocks, and, well, everything, and going over the lore, at least some of the lore that I think goes in with Minecraft. So, yeah. Welcome to episode 1. Let us begin. Mushrooms. Appearing in the mushroom biomes, they are always seen in herds, grazing in the mycelium. But how did these creatures come to be? What are they? Welcome to lab-based fungi, our first installation built to research such creatures as the mushroom. In order to observe the creatures that spawn here without disturbing their environment, we have built this space with our mycelium and mushroom canopy, allowing us to better blend in with the surroundings. Mushrooms are well known throughout the Minecraft region, but are often considered more myth than reality, due to the rarity of their biome. However, those who have seen them have described them as cows covered in a certain species of red mushroom. This is quite curious, as no one has ever found such a unique aspect of the mushroom anywhere else, making us believe this type of mushroom only grows in the mushroom biome. We will now show the footage we obtained during our experiments. In order to research the mushrooms from the mushroom, we decided to take a set of shears and cut the mushrooms off. We were quite surprised when we found the cow under the layer of fungi had no side effects from the mushroom. We assume this means the red mushroom is not as parasitic as we originally thought, requiring very little nutrition to keep alive. We quickly figured out that the mushroom, as my villager companions jokingly called it, switching the two O's and the U, could not be researched by any current lab means. The fungus would not dissolve in the brewing stand and would float on top of the cauldron. Of course, this isn't too surprising, as these traits are common amongst both red and brown mushrooms. In an attempt to see how cows become mushrooms, we began a series of experiments. In the first experiment, we took one of the mushrooms obtained by Specimen 1 and introduced it to Specimen 2. After leaving them together overnight, we noticed no change in the cow's physical appearance or its behavior. This means that the infection does not happen via airborne spores. This is our second experiment. This time we introduced Specimen 2 with Specimen 3, a mushroom led in by the same method as Specimen 1. We then repeated the overnight process, leaving them in the same chamber. We anticipated that, like zombies to humans, the mushroom would eventually pursue the cow and infect it. By morning, no changes had happened in either specimen. As the mushroom required a cow to support it, we find it curious that the mushroom has no desire to chase the cow. We then attempted one more thing. By all accounts, a mushroom is a cow, and therefore, by all logic, their reproductive organs should be compatible. However, when we attempted to breed Specimen 2 and 3, we found that neither specimen considers the other compatible for reproduction. This makes sense for Specimen 2, as the instincts of the cow should warn of infection. However, the mushroom still showed no drive to pursue the cow, indicating that the mushroom forces it to perceive the cow as a different species. This rules out infection by exposure to spores, infection by exposure to infected, and infection by reproduction. We can also rule out infection by digestion, as Specimen 2 wouldn't eat during the tests. One thing we did notice during our experiments is that the red mushrooms found throughout Minecraft are, in all observations, the same. Whether it be in the forests, the mushroom biome, or in the nether, none of them shows any significant traits that allows them to be identified from the other. Unfortunately, My days spent researching the mushroom have turned up negative. While our discoveries will provide a start for future studies, we made no real scientific discoveries. Even if the red mushroom were applied to the cow by an intelligence, there is no explainable reason for it to have survived as long as it has. The origins of the mushrooms remain a mystery. But more so, there is a mystery to the red mushroom that we cannot figure out. How can it exist in both the overworld and the nether? Why are there two different variants based on the biome of its origin? In time, we will probably learn the answer, but not in my time.